from the beginning, I use AI to build the entire Digihold system. Actually, it's 6 products because they all have their pro version. So 6 products, I believe I could have done in some years manually. And I did it in less than a year. Cannot do coding without AI. I don't think any developer not using AI because it's so much faster. It's really a game changer. So you need it.
Hey there, and welcome back to another WP Beginner interview. And I've got a very special guest with me, and I'm not going to introduce him. I'm going to let him introduce himself. His name is Nicolas. Nicolas, for anyone that hasn't come across your work yet, can you introduce yourself and share what you have been building and what you're currently working on?
Okay, sure. So, hi everyone, I'm Nicolas Lecocq. I've been working for WordPress for like 15 years now, so quite some time. And I just released 2 WordPress plugins, I don't know, like a month ago. DigiCommerce, an e-commerce plugin for special digital goods. So to sell digital products, services, and transforming your website into an e-learning platform. And DigiBlocks, a Gutenberg blocks plugin, for sure. Now we need blocks, so I built one. And soon, like probably a few days now, DigiFusion, a very minimalist theme for WordPress to have a complete building system for my company Digihold.
Would people know you from anything else as well, like previous projects as well?
Yes, I've built many years ago OceanWP, so Ocean WordPress, and another project Olympus WP, and those 4 elements in the same project.
What first got you interested in building with WordPress?
Well, it was I believe in 2012, so a long time ago. I wanted to create a blog. And I searched on Google the best way to create a blog, and it was obviously WordPress. So I started with it and like it, and I stay with WordPress since so much years. So it was quite great. And later I created for client something because back then responsiveness wasn't like now. Not all website was responsive like now. And so I edit already WordPress theme to make them responsive. I like it a lot, so I continue in development and I become a developer.
Oh, fantastic. And what was your first blog that you created?
I don't remember the name. It was very quick. It was for MMA sports because I love MMA. And yes, I become developer very quick, so it didn't last.
What did you see then when you were experimenting with a theme, and obviously you were creating that responsiveness for a client? What opportunity did you see there for yourself?
Like I said, it was responsiveness. Not all theme was responsive. So little by little, I became a freelancer. And building website for clients, I realized that all websites need a team for the purpose. So soon I saw the opportunity to create my own team for any purpose. So I create OceanWP, and it was I created for clients before the community. And little by little, when I saw I could create any type of website, I submitted and it was accepted, and then quickly became very popular.
So you created OceanWP originally for clients on your client sites. Do you think that helped in any way you hone or develop the OceanWP before you sent it out to the masses?
When you work for example, an e-commerce website, then you do real estate website, then you do another. You need to learn a new team to create that website. So with OceanWP, I developed it, so I knew how it works. So it was easier for me. And then later I give it to the community. And when you have one team to create anything, it's easier for you when you know how to use it. It's very easy to create website for clients. So it was obvious for me. I knew it was obvious for developer and for customers at the end. So yeah, I thought about the user of WordPress, and it worked. So I was in the truth.
Why do you think it went once it was released to the community? Why do you think it gained traction so quickly? Because it did actually grow quite quickly.
Yes, very quickly. I think I put so much features for free, and back then there was no Astra or any team like OceanWP. It was all premium. And at first, I wanted to create a premium team. It was for Tem Forest, who was for the premium team. And I created one for Tem Forest. It didn't work very well. So I thought, why am not creating a free team and extend it with pro feature with the Ocean Extra? And I have added so many free features that people directly, it was like a premium team made for free. So everyone loved it.
Yeah, and did you have to do any marketing around it, or did it just grow naturally?
At some point, yes, you always need to do some marketing, but not that much. People talk about it more and more, and at some point, not very much marketing, only Facebook ads for specific reasons. But no, it was very word to mouth, and it works quite. I think the first years it works directly.
For like context, can you give us an idea of how quickly it grew in like a time frame?
I think like 6 first months was slow. It started, and as I already had many users because of my clients, and my clients told other their friends, etc. So it gained so much in like 6 months later. It start really works, and like 1 year later, it blow. So yeah, in 1 year, it play from nothing to very many users, and so on.
Do you know what the figure was around for user base?
User base like in 1 year, like maybe I don't know, 10, 20,000 users, maybe more. I don't really remember. It's been many years. And the income, what I remember is in 1 year, it was like 2 or 3,000 a month. In 1 year later, like 15,000 a month. So in 1 year, it really exploded. I believe I create Ocean Extra because Ocean Extra was free. It's a plugin. We need when you install OceanWP, it was needed to fully work because WordPress for team have restriction. Like for custom post types, you cannot create custom post type in a team for the WordPress community. So I needed to create a plugin for many stuff like that. And then many add-on. Well, I make a mistake back then because I created one plugin for one add-on. Now one plugin for all add-on, it's much better. But yes, it was many add-on, and after I don't know what they did because I sold it, but I think they did great thing because there's still so much user, like I believe 700,000 or 600,000. So yeah, they continue the great work.
We're talking about you actually taking, you went from a blog to creating themes for clients to then building OceanWP. But what was your training or education around that? Was it self-taught?
Yes, I was watching YouTube videos, but there was not a lot of information like now. Now there's for everything. And I bought training development. I've learned really myself, and little by little by editing team, I knew like best CSS to use, GS to use, etc. And then I became a full developer at some point because I realized I could do almost anything. So, but yes, it was quite some years to learn. Now much quicker with AI, with YouTube videos, so it's easier now than before. But yes, to become full developer, you need to learn quite something.
And so you would, back in the day when you got started, you were basically looking at other people, how other people have put structured themes, and then kind of learning from that, basically.
Exactly, yes. Exactly like that, yes.
Looking back at your time there, because it basically, how long was it that you were with OceanWP?
I believe 3 or 4 years. And then I had personal projects outside WordPress I need to take care. So I searched for a company, and I have the help of someone, and I found the company one is now, and I think I choose good because they're still doing good work. So yes, I think it's still wet.
What do you think in that time, so those 4 years that you grew OceanWP, what do you think were the biggest technical wins for you over that period?
When you create something and it gains so much users so quickly, that's a win. You know, you like it because you have many users. You have many feedbacks, so you improve your product. So everything is easier, and yes, that's my biggest wins.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about feedback, how did you get feedback, and how did you relay that into your development process?
Well, via forum, WordPress forum, and via contact, via email, and GitHub too. People was asking for features, improving features, correcting features. So yeah, feedbacks are maybe the most important things to products. So you need to listen, you need to correct what people say, and you always need to listen your users. That's it is your creation, but it's their products. So you always need to listen to them.
During that 4 years as well, did you have a team? Did you build a team as well?
At first, I was alone, and then yes, about like a year later, with the super forum, I could not handle everything myself, so I have a small team of 4 or 5 people, if I remember correctly. And yes, we were like 2, 3 in development, and the rest in support. So it was running smoothly.
In those early stages of when you were learning, I imagine you were learning as OceanWP was growing as well, because they were formative years for you as a developer. Was there anything that you think, oh, I wish I had done that a bit differently?
Yes, I have added so much features. I didn't really think about performance, and now it's like the first thing to think performance first, because even Google rank website about performance, so you need to really think about it. So yeah, I think I would have think much better about hiding features, because some feature really slow down the website. I believe it's corrected now, but back then it was not as fast as now. So yes, I think I would have done less features, much better performance, and listen very much users about the feature to add, because sometimes you cannot add features if it slow down the website.
Okay, so you mentioned that you sold OceanWP and you looked at doing something next. What was the next thing on your list that you wanted to do?
Well, when I left OceanWP, I left WordPress for some months. I don't remember exactly for how many times, but I came back quite quickly because I'm a developer, so it's my job. And I've created back then Olympus who was very fast compared to OceanWP. Much less features, but very fast. And in the same time, I've created just for Elementor, who was an extension of the Great Page Builder Elementor, to create a really very fast website and to have only those two products to create like any type of websites. but unfortunately, it didn't. My wife was cancer very soon after the launch. We were three partners. Me, a developer who did the most work. My wife was helping me with support, with social media, etc. And the third one was supposedly to do marketing, but did very bad stuff. And with the cancer, obviously, at some point, I realized I could not handle everything, so I stopped it, unfortunately. And I needed to take care of my wife and kids, so I was lost, so I just left. I could handle it better for sure for the users. And if actually users who bought Olympus watch the video, they could reach me and we can find a great solution for them because yes, they feel scam. I understand, but family first. So I need I had the first medical bills and I needed to really take care of personal stuff. So I just left, unfortunately.
Life happens, right? So sometimes when you're through a screen, working through a screen, and other people on the other side might not understand that. But also, as a builder, I could imagine that felt hard for you to do as well, adjust as well.
Yes, I tried to give it to someone, to anyone, but it was too new to people. People were scared, so they said no, and I shut down, unfortunately. So yeah.
Was the way that you were planning for newer products different to how you approached Ocean WP?
Yes, but I thought performance first, user experience first. So my biggest thought was when people come to me and ask for features. With OceanWPs, I was implementing that feature without really thinking about the experience and performance. Now, if I can and if it's not slowing down the website, I implement it. But if it's not good for performance, I can say how to do via child team, but I will not do it directly in the project because I really want to be easy to use to build websites and for sure to have the best performance possible. That's my motto now.
I think that brings us really nicely to your new projects in under the Digihold umbrella, isn't it? Basically, so yeah, it's just so. How did you approach these, knowing your previous products that you've worked with? How did you take the experience of that, and even the good and bad experience of the products that you've worked on? How did you take that and put it into Digihold and their products?
I really became like not long ago, like 1 year and a half from now, I come back to WordPress and I started really from zero. Like OceanWP, I was a freelancer. I was creating a website for client again, and the big things I noticed was maybe all my clients wanted a website to sell something. Maybe all of them. So it was services, it was digital ebooks, something like that. Out was selling videos, so formation, e-learning website. So at some point, like the way I did OceanWP, I was creating e-commerce plugin who became DigiCommerce. And now it's possible to sell ebooks, to sell any digital goods, any services, to transform a website into an e-learning website. And it works perfectly, so that's great. And yes, and then I created DigiBlocks in the same way to create great and performant websites. And very soon, like I said in the beginning, DigiFusion, a very minimalist theme to only have the necessary stuff to create amazing websites, and then the pro version did amazing stuff like DigiFusion Pro can create literally any part of the theme with Elementor or DigiBlocks. Like if you want to create a header for the home page, for the checkout, just the logo to have a destruction-free header, you can very easily, without coding skills.
It must be so nice to come back and actually go down the same road, but almost with all the experience that you have now and all the knowledge you have. So I imagine things. How quickly were you able to get those products up and running?
With the help of AI, because I use AI like a lot now, I believe like less than a year, I built everything. And yeah, I help. I mean, very a lot because when you train it and you say what you want, of course you need to know the code because sometimes it tells you bad things. But when you know the code and you know how to use it, it's a game changer. You know, like very fast to build something. And yes, I use AI a lot.
Breaking it down for anyone that's interested with that, because I know it's a hot topic, especially between people building things and stuff like that. What's your kind of stack look like for that in terms of what you're using to do that?
Well, I'm not using ChatGPT. I was using it, but I realized another AI named Claude. I don't know if you know Claude. Great AI. I mean, I think it's the best AI for development. So I use Claude. It's quite expensive compared to ChatGPT, but really it's worth it. You can build almost anything with it. And yes, I use Claude quite often, and normal editing stuff like Visual Code for coding, like Photoshop for editing photo, local app for creating a staging environment on my computer. So yes, so the really game changer is really AI with Claude, which I try to add to my products now. Like in DigiFusion Pro, you can use OpenAI with ChatGPT or Claude to create content for your blog or your page. So I think AI, we need to use it and we need to propose it to users now for sure.
Did you come with to the Digihold project with the idea that you were going to use AI because it was a technology that was around and it was you were interested in, or was it did it come in a bit later on?
No, at first, I was using AI for building my client website, for coding, for custom theme for them, and I use AI like every day for developing. So it was obvious for me to use it to build DigiCommerce first because it was the first product, and then it was DigiBlocks and DigiFusion. So yeah, AI from the beginning, I use AI to build the entire Digihold system.
I know you've got the experience to answer this question actually. So you've built a product completely from trying to learn through other people's theme code and stuff like that, and the process that you went through that, and the more manual, very much manual developer process of building OceanWP and other products. And now you've got AI as an assistant to help you do these things. How much faster is everything for you right now?
I believe for my three, actually it's six products because they all have their pro version. So for DigiCommerce, DigiCommerce Pro, etc. So six products, I believe I could have done in some years manually, and I did it in less than a year. So that's we cannot even think how fast it can help. It's necessary. So now you cannot do coding without AI. I don't think any developer not using AI because it's so much faster. That's it's really a game changer. So you need it. That for sure. I cannot build something now without AI because it's so much faster. Like six projects in less than a year. It's amazing.
And I imagine that also fuels the ideas about where you go next with things as well? Does that free you up a little bit to kind of look at things and go, okay, I can look at this and I can build this, I can implement this feature a bit here, I can kind of test it all out much quicker?
It really is that simple. You have the idea. You show the AI your code so it can follow your code, so it's better. And you train it with projects, and you tell him, I want to build that feature, and tell you exactly how to do it. Then, of course, you need to know manually how to do, because if you don't know, you can you do everything it told you, and then blow out your product, and it's not good at all. So you told him how to do it. You know, you take the code, you read it, you test it, you saw what's good, what's not good, and you improve it. And then at the end, with its help, like maybe for huge feature in 1 week, even less, you implement it. So it's great, but you need really to know how to use it, because sometimes he tell me very bad things, and I know it's not good, so I don't do it like it said to do it. And yes, if you don't know how to use it, it's become very hard.
Something you've mentioned a couple of times, and I think it's very important, that the statement that you make is that you do need to understand how to do it beforehand. So going with that thread and that thought, basically, if you were someone starting today as a developer and things like that, where would you look to get that knowledge first to then be able to understand the things?
I believe YouTube have many information now. So you can use AI to create simple stuff, and then you need to learn on YouTube if it's good, what's the best way to do it, thinking about performance, about UX, user experience, because it's the most important to have a very simple product to configure, to create websites. So you need to learn first the basics, so HTML, CSS, JS. And then when you know those languages, you can start really digging AI, and when it tell you something, you know the code to do. It just help. It's not creating things for you. It's really helping you. So that's the big difference. You cannot really use it to create. If you don't know code, you can't create a final product, because it will not work. Or even if it work, it will not perfect. It will maybe have a bad performance, etc. So you really need to learn code first, and then AI like help for your code.
When people talk about this, especially people that are developers, is you can get something off the ground completely with AI, but when it comes back with issues or problems or bugs and things like that, it's that knowledge you need.
When people will use it and tell you there is a big feature issue, something's bad on my website, you will not know how to do it. So who you will ask AI, and he will tell you something even bad. So you really need to know code before using AI.
You've launched several products, and what are the patterns you've noticed in what makes a product work or not?
Well, I think a product works when it solves an issue, when it solves a real problem. I've created DigiCommerce because my clients wanted to sell some things, and I didn't really find a great tool on WordPress, so I created mine. I've created DigiBlocks for the exact same things, and DigiFusion too, to really have like one building system to create anything and to be able to sell any digital goods or services or formation training. And yes, I believe I have succeeded, and I will continue in that path. But yes, I think a product need to solve some things. Otherwise, if you just to create the product to, I don't know, to earn money or things like that, I believe it will not really work.
What's the product launch process look like today versus back when you got started?
So I really want to have simple products. When you install it, you have almost nothing to do, and you run it. It's easy for you to create websites. So yeah, I think performance, user experience have the things to have in mind when you build WordPress products now. And with AI, like I said, a game changer. So you need to use AI too.
And do you find right now that because obviously you have grown projects where you've had a team and things like that, is that something you're into right now, or are you solo at the moment, or are you a part of a team?
Like I said, I started like from zero, so I started myself, and now I have my wife who helping me on Digihold, on social media, on users, on the blog, and I take care of the all the development part because I will not do my mistake with Olympus to do bad partnerships now, and I'm very selective about who work with me now. So when I need, I take some freelancers I know so for many years, so I know their works, but I'm very selective now, and maybe later I will see how it grows. But at some point, I know I will need some people, but I will choose them very carefully.
And I suppose that gives you the added advantage of being really close to the product as well, so that you know everything that's going on, you know the user base really well, and you can see it growing more naturally and organically. And in that as well, you're saying that there's possibly, just yourself and your wife in the project right now. What kind of tools are you using to manage development and feedback and everything like that at the moment?
For development, I use Visual Code, which for me is the best tool for coding. I use a local app to create staging environment, so it means you create your website on your computer. It's not live, and it's the best way to do development. And Photoshop for photo editing, so that's something you need. ClickUp for writing everything I need to do, so you don't have to keep in mind everything. You write it down, and it's great for the team too. And for feedbacks, the whole way, forum and contact form and user, even GitHub, they can contact me, and then we see how to implement it if we can. Like for example, DigiCommerce, my very first customer, because I've built it with the Gutenberg way. I mean, all the setting on the product custom pass types I made with React, and I didn't even thought about users who was still using a classic editor. And my very first customer, the very first feedback was, I don't find the plugin settings for the custom pass type. So I said yes, it's with Gutenberg, and he told me I don't like it. And I understand it's not for everyone. So the first big release of DigiCommerce was to create meta boxes for classic editor, and that's why feedbacks are really crucial for your products, because it improves your products if you know how to do it, of course, but it's very, very important, maybe the most important things to have for your products.
Something you mentioned there in terms of what you're using to, for your development process and all that kind of stuff. Something that I picked up on there was that you're using a project management software, ClickUp. How does that help you day to day?
I put everything I think, even big feature some feature I will not made, because I just think about it. I write it down, everything, and then when I want to do something new, or I want to add a new pro feature, or new free feature, or anything, I looking, and if possible, and if it's great for performance and user experience, I add it. But yes, ClickUp, any management app like Asana or things like that, you need to write everything that come to your mind, and then think if you can do it or if you can't, and why you can't, or things like that. But you always need to write it down, and then you think about it later.
Do you use AI for like looking at gaps for products in the market or anything like that?
Every time I have an idea why I want to do something, I ask AI, and I search for it and tell me what I could implement, improve. And yes, I follow a lot AI and based on my idea, of course, but AI really give great ideas and great improvement for your products. So you need to look at that too. And when you have an idea, you need to ask AI, how can I implement it? What is the best way to implement it? You need to tell about performance and what you really want. So if you have an idea, you tell, give me the best way to do it, performance in mind, user experience in mind. And
so you're quite big on implement. Well, I'd say really big in implementing AIs both into your, your development and also your learning and also into your products as well. You see the future that involves AI. What are you looking at right now? What excites you about? Is there anything that you've seen that you think, oh, well, that's really cool that someone's doing, or you've seen this part of this use of AI that you're, or a specific kind of resource that you kind of keep looking at just to keep on top of what's happening in the world of AI?
yes, well, I think you need to check what OpenAI doing, because even if Claude is for me better than ChatGPT, ChatGPT is in advance in many areas. So I think you need to really understand and search what's coming next from them. And what I think really is important for future websites are the searching from AI. Many people not really now using Google for searching stuff, than using AI. So I think we really need to know how to implement like CEO for AI, because it's the future. You cannot it's happening. So you need to learn how to do it, and you need to change your mind and to change the way uh CEO will become, because it will be more and more AI instead of Google at some point. So you need to be in advance on that. So I'm looking really about it, and we will see in the future. But I think it's easier to search on the web with ChatGPT. So people will use it more and more.
So Nicholas, thank you so much for doing this interview with WP Beginner. It's been fantastic. There's lots of information that you've given, and I hope we can do this conversation again, maybe 6 months, a year down the line, and we can see what you're working on then.
For sure, yes, yes, it will be my pleasure.
And how can anyone, follow what you're doing at the moment, and get in touch with you, socials or anything like that?
You can follow me on Facebook. On the Facebook group, I just created Digihold to be simple, and you have all the website like digihold.me.